Hi everyone, welcome to Acres of Clay Homestead. Today I am in the truck again, hauling with the dump trailer. I'm hauling some corn silage for the neighbor who has some beef cows. Kevin's going to be chopping some corn. We do some work with him, and Mackenzie's actually hauling also. Need to get my truck started. So we're doing that this afternoon. If you're new to my channel, I'm Rhonda, and my husband and I own and operate a dairy farm in West Michigan. And if you haven't yet already, consider subscribing to this channel. That way it will help reach more people. Also, I would appreciate it if you would click the like button on this video. That also helps YouTube say, oh, people are interested, and then they will show my video to more people. So I would really appreciate that. A lot of you have said you haven't seen my videos in months or even a year. Make sure you click the little bell below here, and that will notify you every time I put up a new video. Alright, I need to get going to the field. My truck is all ready, and I've not enough area. Alright, we'll meet you in the field. It's a little bit amazing. We're in such a deficit for rain that the corn is just drying up. And some of the corn that's not even mature yet is drying up, and it looks like it's ready for harvest, but it's not even fully mature. Not this field, but other fields that were planted later. Anyway, there's a lot of farms running right now because the longer we go without rain, the drier the corn is going to get, and that's kind of a race for time sometimes. For us tonight, and so he's gonna get something to eat and just get ready for that. This is the alfalfa hay that we are going to be chopping to make haylage. This is fourth cutting for this field, and we're actually mowing it a little earlier than we had planned, but since it is so dry here in Michigan, Kevin was a little bit concerned about the hay maybe drying up and then the leaves falling off. So before that happens, we want to be able to harvest as much of it as we can with the leaves still on and no bugs in it. So that's why we decided to go ahead and mow last cutting right now. Otherwise we could have waited. If it were a little bit cooler, and if there were a little bit more moisture in the ground, we could have waited and done it later. But we're gonna go ahead and get this harvested, and then we'll be done, and then we'll switch back to earlage probably next week once we get all the hay off. Today because we don't want it to dry down too much, probably chop it tomorrow afternoon. So Kevin is in the merger right there. He's passing. I don't know if I can get him. Like I was talking in my last video on chopping corn. If you missed that, I'll leave it up here. When we were chopping corn, usually we have to deal with rain and mud, a little bit anyways. And this year, absolutely nothing but dust. And you're eating dust all day. But it actually went really well. The trucks could get in and out of the field without an issue, and it was just really nice. So we got done fairly quickly, and I'm just thankful for that, because I don't know how many years we've had to deal with mud. It's some kind every year, really. Because it is full of dust. We're mowing in the dust, so clean the radiator off, and hopefully it won't heat up. So anyway, just minor things when working in the dust. It's different working in dust compared to mud, but you have to kind of watch the radiator and make sure the screen isn't full of all kinds of dust and particles. You can see behind me. Yeah. That's not a dirty window, that's dust. Alright, we're on our way. So we're making progress, and should be done here shortly. Looks like there's little patches where deer have laid. I always like seeing that, but I never want to hit a deer. I've never hit a deer before, and a lot of people ask if we see wildlife or have hit wildlife. Usually rabbits, we don't hit them. They run out because they're fast, and usually you can see movement in the grass if there's a rabbit, so then you slow down. But sometimes you see deer, sometimes you see a turkey. Yeah. Alright, there we go. I've got it all mowed, and I'm gonna head home and make some pork chops for supper. And we've got chores to do. Kevin, he's merging. He'll be done probably in a half hour or so. So Kevin's merging 3 windrows into 1 windrow. Bleh. Say that 3 times fast. So 3 into 1, and that way we don't have to take so many trips across the field with the chopper. But tomorrow afternoon we'll get this off. Well, I guess tonight I'm going to bring cows in for Ethan. He's milking. Sanders is gone to youth group, so he's not here. Kevin's out busy, and Sydney's at his other job. So I'm the only other option. So we're gonna bring in the first group of cows for milking. First group of cows is our cross Jersey Holstein crosses. So we gotta watch out for the bull, that's all. 12 hours of pee and poo here in the alley. We clean the barn, the freestall barn, twice a day, morning and night with every milking. We milk twice a day. We clean the barn twice a day. Somebody is not happy. And so yeah, and I don't know, Sydney and Ethan have a schedule on bedding the free stalls, so I don't know their schedule. So some of the free stall here is broke. Usually broken free stalls are a winter project. Yeah, there's the bowl. So he's all good. Come on, Mama. We have fans running for comfort for the cows because it's in the 80s today. So all of this over here is second group. Come on. She's being loud. I don't know why. This is Miss Molly. She thinks she has to be last for everything. She doesn't like to be the first in the parlor. She doesn't like to be the first in the holding area. Dude, you like to be the last. She's kind of a pet, so pets are sometimes harder to work with. All right, come on. Say hi to everybody. All right. All right, back up. There we go. This is the holding area. This is the first group. And Ethan's already in the parlor, probably milking the first batches. Now I'm gonna go do calf chores. Kevin will come here in a couple minutes and he's gonna scrape, scrape the barns and get it all clean and bedded good. Good evening. The garden is starting to dry up. I have not been keeping up with watering because we've been busy with field work and everything. So it's just kind of drying up. 6, not 10 eggs today. Not everybody's been laying every single day, so I will take these 10 out. I have a refrigerator in the garage that is kind of for eggs. It's not a whole, I mean, we don't use it just for eggs, but it's primarily for eggs. I usually sell at least 4 dozen a week, and that helps pay for their feed. So works out good. I got a dozen. So let's bring these in, and then I have to check my other chickens because I have some new, oh, how did she get out? I have some new chickens that I hatched this spring, and they're starting to lay eggs. So we'll check to see if they laid anything today too. All right, these here are my roosters. I plan to butcher all of them. Well, I might keep 1 or 2 because I really like the all brown one, and maybe he is in the back, or that one, I don't know. The rest of them I plan to butcher when, well, I was hoping to have already done it, but it's so warm. I want to wait till it's cooler and we're kind of done with all the field work. So a few more weeks probably. In this little pen, oh, here's an egg. I don't have boxes in here. Here's an egg. These are some of the new girls that I raised from eggs. I hatched them myself from eggs that my chickens laid. So got two eggs today. That's some of them. Some of them are already in with the main chicken coop, but I don't know that I have enough room in my main chicken coop for all of them. My idea was to overwinter these chickens in my greenhouse, part of the greenhouse, and see how they do in there, but I haven't done that yet. And I have to build some nesting boxes, so we'll see. A little wild kitten. All right, these calves are probably pretty good. This side of calves, basically you only need to make sure they have grain and water. Otherwise, oh, and hay. Grain, hay, and water, that's what they live off of. So they're pretty easy to take care of. The next group, put my eggs here a second. This group, you just gotta make sure that they're drinking all of their milk. And in the feeder here, most of these are getting 16 to 18 feedings a day, and that's in a 24-hour span. And yeah, some of them, like that bigger one, is getting weaned, so she don't get as many. So I basically got to check the computer to make sure that they've all been eating all their feedings. If they don't eat all their feedings, usually if they don't eat all their feedings, then you need to check on them because probably something isn't right. They're probably not feeling great or whatever. Or sometimes their ear tag is messed up, so you just have to check on them. And then there's some days, like this week, it's been super hot, and they don't all seem to drink all their milk when it's really hot. They'll drink as much as they need. So this one here has 6 feedings. She can get 6 feedings right now because she's obviously stored up enough feedings. And she's that way. This is, her number is 840. I have a little cheat sheet here. It's 840. She's number 13 in the system. It's number 840. She's kind of a fussy drinker. She'll drink when she wants to. So I haven't, and she's getting older, so I don't pay attention too much to her. She's on grain and hay, so I'm not too worried about her. It's gonna make another one. Push it out into. So Kevin and Ethan have been mowing and merging all afternoon. Kevin's been merging in the open cab, this tractor, and it's been it's been hot and dusty for him all day, and so he's kind of hot and tired. So now since he just got back from merging, so it's a little bit late, it's chore time already, we haven't eaten supper. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna make supper because I haven't made supper yet. That means we're gonna eat a little bit later tonight, which doesn't happen very often because I usually have supper ready at 5:30. That's always my goal. And chore time starts at 6:30. So he usually has 1 hour of just kind of downtime before he has to go outside and do chores, but he didn't get that hour of downtime. I'm gonna grill up some pork chops and have a salad, and I don't even know what else, but I'll figure it out when I get there. And then he can relax until Ethan needs the second group of cows. All thawed and ready to go. I just seasoned them with salt and pepper. I'm gonna throw these under the broiler because that is the way Kevin loves his pork chops, and well, I want to please him and he's pretty easy to please. So under the broiler they go. This afternoon I went to the post office and there was a package at the post office, another one. And this one came from our viewer that already told me that they were sending a package. And this package is for Mackenzie. She happened to stop over this evening. So I'm gonna have her open it. Oh, her and Seth. All right, so here it is. Mackenzie's birthday's coming up, but this isn't a birthday present, or that's at least not what I thought. I don't think it's a birthday present.
Did you think it was?
No, because the person that already told me didn't say that it was a birthday present. So.
I'm getting nervous. What is it? Did you
Seth is nervous.
Like
No, I didn't wrap it.
What is that? Oh no. Wait. Is that Dakota? Oh my goodness. Who did that? You pick an ugly picture of me.
Don't say that.
Look at that.
What's cool?
Oh, it shows up really good on the
Cute.
camera.
Does it? That's cute.
Oh, that is cute.
Thank you. These are super cute. I'm gonna put one on my my bed. They're super soft.
Very soft.
That's pretty cool.
They're cute.
So it's just been over just a year since Mackenzie lost her dog Dakota, which is that's Dakota, and she was a Great Pyrenees. She was only a 1.5 years old. I do have a video about it. I can put it up in the cards, so if you're interested. But yeah, it's been just over a year since she passed. It's a great way to remember her.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate these.
We are accepting more donations.
I got my cup of water. Actually, this is a Yeti that one of my viewers sent me, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Use it all the time. The chopper is sitting there. Ethan hooked up the hay head and it is ready to go because we are going to be chopping everything that we mowed yesterday. And hello, it is a new day. I'm going to be working at mowing some more hay. We've got at least 100 more acres of alfalfa to mow down. So this morning I'm going to work at as much of it as I can. I kind of got a late start because I had other things I needed to do. But it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to work probably a couple hours at mowing, and then somebody will pick me up so that we can start chopping what we mowed yesterday. So this tells me, okay. Make sure I got enough fuel. Yep. The first field, I'm working on my third pass around the field. Since we're putting 3 windrows together, I have to go around the field 6 times to have 2 full windrows when we chop it. Opening up a field and going around it 6 times seems, I don't know, it seems like it takes forever. I would just rather just go back and forth. But I have no idea why I think that. Anyways, I'm on my 3rd pass around. and there's a few woodchuck holes I've got to watch out for. But yeah, this field that we're mowing, the fields that I'm mowing today are actually fid cutting hay. All the fields that we're chopping and mowing are neighbor fields. We're purchasing the hay out of their fields, so none of this is our land. They plant the alfalfa and they take care of it. We just come in and mow it and merge it and chop it. Sometimes we bale it. This depends. So right there, that's a woodchuck hole. We do have woodchucks here in Michigan, and they do make a mess if they get into the fields. They can mound up the dirt. Oh, here's one. Ooh. I gotta lift my head. We don't wanna hit the dirt because that just dulls the knives on the mower. All right, you probably didn't see any of that, but I tried. Well, I'm making progress. I have this much gone, and I have this much to go. At least in this field. All right, I finished this field, so I'm gonna head to another field, a smaller field, just down the road a little bit, and see how far I get. It's just after noon, so it's 10 after 12 right now, so that took me 2 hours to do. I'll probably update you when we start chopping the hay. Second load and gonna head to the farm to unload. We've been working at this for almost 2 hours. The problem is the first field was about 20-25 minutes from the farm, and I think I took the chopper almost an hour to get to the field, so that took up a bunch of time. We finished that field up, so now we just started the next field. I got one load off of that. I got one load off that field. After my first load, I was heading back to the field, and I had a brake drum that was sticking, so all of a sudden I smelled something. And so I got out, and thankfully I was able to fix it, and now it seems to be doing all right. But head back home to unload this. It's the last day of making haylage for 2024, and I've been editing this video. I started yesterday, and I realized that this video is going to be super long because I ramble a lot, and I try to cut out a lot of the rambling. Really, I do. I have so much. I have so much that I haven't used. But we're gonna finish chopping this haylage today. I'm gonna keep today's segment short and sweet, because this video is going to be over 30 minutes long, and I know nobody has time to watch me for 30 minutes. That's ridiculous. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. I do really appreciate that. We just have a little bit to go. We don't have a whole lot to go, and then I'll show you the pile when we're all done. Field. I don't know if that truck that I just showed can get it all on, so I sit here and wait. The windrows are pretty small, even though there's 3 of them together, but it's really nice hay, and it's going to make great feed for our cows. This is our haylage pile. They're working at packing it now. We gotta get a good pack on it. We gotta get a good pack on it before we cover it. We'll probably cover it here pretty soon. So over and over and over with the tractor. That's what they're working on. Well, thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching our videos, and we will see you again in the next one. Until then, have an amazing day. Take care.